Scumbag IRL streamer is still stuck in the Philippines for years. Yes, I am talking about Vitaly Zodorovetsky, who has definitely made an impression during the last days of March and the beginning of April because he just had to chase clout in exchange for infamous rude behavior, evident to that for any nuisance streamer. And yeah, this video comes from Atozi, and let me just tell you, I am still very pleased that he is still detained. Because let's just be real, we need him to definitely be an example. Just like Johnny Somali would eventually be an example to every IRL streamer who would go for the path of full resistance to authority, we will soon see in the Philippines if he will be suffering the same fate. Vitaly Zodorovetsky is going to be prime example of what not to do if you are an IRL streamer anywhere in Asia. No, really.
Things have absolutely not got better for these scumbag IRL streamer who decided it was a great idea to just go to the Philippines and harass a bunch of people, threaten to rob an old lady, and steal a security guard's motorcycle while live streaming it. And by the way, the Philippines, for any theft of automobiles, is an automatic 20-year sentence in prison. So this guy is clearly a gigabrain. But he did all of this to rack up some viewers so he could cash in while doing a gambling live stream, which was later on in that same stream. I mean, overall, there's just so many layers of irony with this entire situation because anyone with half a brain would realize, hey, this is probably one of the dumbest things you could possibly do, but yet he was doing it anyway and welcoming the upcoming punishment because his chat was very forward about how bad of an idea this was.
It is a bad idea.
I just wanted an update on the Vitaly situation, and there is a little bit of an update because
by the way, Mr. Christopher Slygane Dantes, the cameraman, is not showing any evidence of himself being a nuisance streamer. He is just a traveling guy, but he can get annoying to a few people. But he is not the type to be a societal menace. Vitaly Zodorovetsky himself. Still, Slygane has to follow the circular. And I still have to very much look at every piece, at every moment that he has spent while in the Philippines walking around. I have to look at every piece of evidence spent to check if he's following those guidelines in regards to IRL streamers, because that reinforcement of the guidelines is being made possible by the National Telecommunications Commission. Let's just be real about this. They don't like Vitaly Zodorovetsky, so they made sure to reinforce the guidelines again. Slygane has to follow that.
I have been in contact with an attorney. So roughly a month ago, we had a bunch of YouTubers and articles come out claiming that he's going home, and I couldn't find any confirmation of this. So back then, I didn't make a follow-up video because I just couldn't verify this was actually true. Instead, I decided to reach out to attorney Neil, who's a Filipino-based attorney who I actually interviewed on this channel previously. So as of now, Vitaly is still sitting in a Filipino jail months after his arrest, even though, according to a report released a little bit over a month ago, almost all of his charges against Vitaly have been dropped. According to Neil, this is not true, and simply a misleading article that's been echoed around, because he's still being held in jail after that live stream stunt in Manila where he allegedly stole a security guard's hat, allegedly tried to grab for a firearm of a security guard, ran off with a motorcycle of a security guard, and then obviously threatened to rob that older lady.
Oh, great.
The dude committed so many felonies in such a small stream that it's hard to remember them all, and that really says it all. Because you have Johnny over in South Korea at least spreading out the crime between like 120 streams, and I guess Vitaly over here in the Philippines is making it very easy for them and doing all the main crimes in one live stream. Now, he did do about like 7 to 10 streams from what I can tell, and they are looking into the other stuff that he did, including what happened in regards to him going into like a kitchen and cooking for himself in a fast food restaurant.
Oh, okay.
He also crashed a tuk-tuk and also obviously harassed that.
He crashed a tricycle. I did not record this one. I did not get this particular footage of him riding a tuk-tuk, stealing a tuk-tuk, and intruding on operations of a fast food restaurant. Those I did not look into. But let's just be real. These shits are not tolerable. Okay? These shits are generally not tolerable.
Surfing instructor. Those were on other streams, and they're definitely awful enough by themselves for normal people. When it comes to kick IRL streamers, that's not even wild anymore. What did make it viral was that stream in Manila, or more specifically, Bonifacio Global City, where he took the security guard motorcycle and so on and so on. We've already been through that list in this video, but if there's anything Vitaly knows how to do is broadcast his terrible decisions in real time.
Excuse me, madam,
Sorry.
I'm gonna rob you if you keep walking away. I want to give you money. No, okay.
No.
Okay, because you got a COVID mask, you liberal. Go get your vaccine. I was trying to give you money, but all right. Yes.
Oh my god.
And this is just so wild. Stop, please. Shut up. Oh. Well, in that case, have a great day. Again, what an idiot. So, he was granted bail, but that lasted about 4 seconds because he was immediately rearrested again and just moved to an actual jail while he awaits his trial. He's also in this like odd immigration mess because neither the USA or Russia wants to fight to get him back.
Because he's a green card holder in the United States, and his green card status is being revoked because he hasn't renewed it. So he hasn't renewed it because he miscalculated on the duration of his stay in the Philippines. And of course, when it comes to Russia, let's just be real. No one sane in Russia is going to take his ass back. So why would they? Seriously, he's not going to come back there for some time. So why would they accept him?
And the reason I'm saying those two is those are the two countries he has citizenship in. And again, after looking at the situation again, what's wild to me is another creator, Eric, who runs the channel Unlock Philippines and Unlock Thailand. He saw my first video where I covered his first mall stunt and actually went and confronted him IRL. And Vitaly clearly didn't see anything wrong with his actions.
So who is the creator, Chad? Not you. Who's the creator that talked about me?
Atosi, but he's
Tozy, what? He has like 1,000 subscribers?
no. He's got a million, so he's not.
Oh, wow.
Bro, he's just it's what people show him what's going on here in the Philippines.
Okay.
Right. So like, what?
But there's Facebook videos of me. There's Facebook videos.
It's not videos. It was off your screen.
Because I watch the VOD, and the more of the VOD you watch, the worse it gets. And the whole reason I was the first one to cover the situation is I was watching and recording the live stream live, because as soon as he went live with the title, Disturbing the Peace in the Philippines.
Yeah, that in itself is a reason why you should hate the guy, because he has the intent to actually disturb the peace. That in itself is a criminal statement.
A dozen kick clippers started DMing me saying, you have to watch the stream, it's already bad. So I went, okay, might as well do it. And it's safe to say, I was in shock. I was taken aback. I don't think anyone expected this dude to act this dumb. Not like he hasn't surprised us before, but still, I thought he would learn his lesson. But also, this quote was insane looking back.
Okay, what are you going to do about it?
I'm not gonna do nothing.
So stop following me.
The universe is gonna do it.
Okay, good.
That quote aged so well. Vitaly asked him, what is he going to do about it? And obviously, Eric is not going to hit the guy and end up in the same situation that Vitaly is currently in. So he just responded with, he's not going to do anything about it. The universe is. And Vitaly said, okay, good. And then literally was arrested the next day. Well,
Yeah.
The universe did
He
something.
was literally arrested after that. It is just absolute karma. That is absolute karma. Eric, let me just tell you, Eric, Unlock Philippines, for actually confronting the likes of a public nuisance on the internet. Eric, let me just tell you, you are a treasure. Mr. Unlock Philippines, Eric, you are a treasure to us. Keep delivering the content that you deliver, and please continue to be humble. Please continue to state common sense, because anyone who doesn't understand common sense deserves to be shown the karma that they have not accumulated and have not used for their benefit or for the benefit of everyone else. Eric, I am saying it again, you are a treasure. You are a treasure.
About it, GG. And as I hinted at earlier, Vitaly has been given way too many chances as well. Him of all people should know better now. He was jailed in Egypt, didn't learn his lesson. He had some serious charges in 2020 after being arrested in Miami for assaulting a woman who was jogging. TMZ published the photos and her face was not looking good after the altercation with Vitaly. Calling him a scumbag is an understatement after seeing what he did to her. But that case did end with a private settlement. And that clearly is no oopsie moment. That's just disgusting and awful on his part. But
Yep.
From the internet, came back with this whole like redemption arc, and he started doing these like predator catching videos. But because of how he acted, his entire team left him and then pivoted into, I guess, just harassing people in the Philippines instead. But I digress. Okay, what's currently going on? He was arrested and initially faced 3 charges of unjust vexation.
That's right. Yeah.
Legal term in the Philippines that basically means causing a public disturbance. Then you have the motorcycle theft, which is an automatic 20-year prison sentence in the Philippines, which he live streamed himself doing. And as of right now, he has not been charged with that. So his life is essentially hinging on if the prosecutors show mercy and don't charge him for that.
Yeah.
His biggest problem is he live streamed himself doing it.
Yes.
The proof is already out on the internet. Definitely not a good position to be in. But apparently Vitaly wrote to the Department of the Interior and local government secretary.
Yeah, he is. That message about him saying sorry because he has a mental health issue is never an excuse, because you purposefully acted while at the same time broadcasting and recording it for everyone to see. So whatever you have been showing is your intent. Is your intent. And it does not help that you've been doing it in public as well. It does not help that you have been doing it in public.
Jean-Vic Roumoulla pleading for mercy due to mental health reasons, and Roumoulla rejected the appeal and told the news outlet 24 Horas that acts that Vitaly committed do not deserve mercy. And honestly, it kind of makes sense that he responded like this, because this is how Vitaly was acting during the announcement of the charges in front of Roumoulla.
He just keeps doing that, bro. He never does himself any favors. He really just never does himself any favors. He really doesn't.
It's hard to plead mercy when you're showing up that unserious. And what's sad about this is it took him to be jailed in the Philippines to finally respect the Philippines. But also, I mean, after being thrown in jail, I think it's safe to assume that anyone in the Filipino prison system would have mental health concerns.
Yeah.
Those are not conditions anymore.
Oh my god.
Actions actually claim that Vitaly has been quietly trying to pay off witnesses and officials. No one's confirmed that. It's just one of many rumors that are circling around the case. Meanwhile, his physical condition is not looking good at all. A recent photo shows him looking way skinnier, scruffier, and just not like the dude who used to run around shirtless.
Because he has been taking artificial solutions to bump his muscle up. And without those artificial solutions, he is suffering from withdrawal. Well, Vitaly, what do I call that? Karma. I call that karma.
In Miami for clout. This same TikToker, Dark Predictions, also tried to visit Vitaly, claiming that he couldn't get past the facility rules because apparently only family or lawyers can see detainees. But he did bring him 2 chicken burgers.
Okay, so I'm just here with some food for Vitaly. I got him 2 chicken burgers, chicken burgers, and I put a note in there giving him my advice and Dark Predictions, how he can get himself out of this. And that's all we can do for now. Apparently, it's really difficult to actually go in there without being a family or a lawyer. We contacted the lawyers, we contacted some judges. We did all I could. I did everything I could. Apparently, the only thing I can do now is bring him some food and bring him that note.
And this got him a bunch of backlash online, with people accusing him.
I was supposed to watch a video from him, but I decided against it because he knew what the rules were, but he still just gave Vitaly a heads up on how you should actually get out of the country or something. That's called incriminating yourself, bro. Dark Predictions, that is called incriminating yourself and being complicit in whatever behavior that Vitaly is showing when he's in public. I am so sick of that. If you are allowing such behaviors to happen just because you're helping someone out because they've shown that behavior before, I'm sorry, but it is just like saying that you are complicit of his actions. I'm sorry, Dark Predictions, but you lost me entirely on your plot, bro. You lost me entirely on your plot.
And was supporting a scumbag. And this led him to make a follow-up video where he clarified that he didn't condone what Vitaly did, but felt like 24 years was excessive and wanted to show some compassion. Which, I mean, is fair. I don't think any Westerners think he deserves 24 years for what he did there, but it doesn't really matter what people think. His problem is he did this. And the Philippines, they don't play by Western rules. If you F around there, you will definitely find out.
I was just doing the best of what I had. I couldn't do the interview that I wanted to do, but I could bring him food. So why would I just say, oh, well, I can bring him food, I can't see him, but no, I should just leave him, So I decided to bring him some food.
But obviously, Vitaly has been known for having an unapologetic attitude, and in his own words, has bragged about going to jail for views.
And I came out of jail, every video was hitting 1 million views. Whoa. Out of
Intent. There's the intent right there. Vitaly said it himself that he would be willing to go to jail just to get the views. And look where it got him.
every negative situation make it positive. So if I go to jail tonight or today or for how many days, because I'm ready, because my ass is tight for a while now.
So yeah,
Yeah, that is the most disappointing plan. That is the most disappointing plan you can have as a part of your comeback streams. That is the most disappointing plan that you can have as a part of your comeback streams. It is so disappointing to the point that you would be considered stupid, you would be considered moronic, but the insanity in there, it should not be allowed to exist, but no. You just had to push everyone's buttons. You just had to push everyone's buttons starting around and before you were arrested in Florida. No one sane, no one very much sane is going to welcome you again, Vitaly. You were intending to test everyone's limits, and it is never a good thing to disrupt order around at the cost of everyone else's peace and time. You are wasting everyone else's time, and you are also wasting everyone else's patience. No one sane is going to miss you. No one who is sane is going to miss you.
I mean, if that's your strategy, don't be surprised if jail time isn't just a part of your marketing plan and suddenly it becomes a part of your life, because that's where it will lead you. And as of now, just getting to his trial could still take years. And even if he serves time or gets cleared, the immigration issue, that's just its own separate nightmare. Until a country actually agrees to accept him, he's in this like weird legal limbo. Because as of now, Vitaly will be stuck in the Philippines, a long way from his YouTube glory and a long way from going home. He was also transferred to the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology custody around June 11th, 2025, pending the resolution of his court cases. And as I mentioned previously, even after posting bail, he was just rearrested again. And even worse, the BIA has kept him detained due to the ongoing deportation proceedings and his status, because they're referring to him as
undesirable alien.
And the final update is the Philippines government has made it very clear that deportation will not occur until any sentence is served and local legal cases are resolved. So
basically, he is in limbo. His own sentencing is in limbo until he starts the trials. He will not be deported until all trials are concluded, until the trial is concluded. Good. Good. We don't need him to be easily released. We don't need him to easily be a free guy for what he's done. Absolutely.
For now, the waiting continues for Vitaly, and the dude built his career off of annoying people. Now, basically the entire world is annoyed at him, so that's just kind of ironic. And the guy is essentially just a walking case study of how clout chasing can turn into a prison sentence. And now I guess he's just finding out if you burn enough bridges, you might literally get stuck on an island. So a lot of you guys wanted an update. That's it for now. I'll be making another update as soon as more stuff drops. But other than that, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Things have absolutely...
Yep, this is great. That was a great one. Thank you to Mr. ATOZY. Atozy. Thank you very much for that video. And let me tell you, the more videos come out about nuisance streamers when it comes to them facing the results of the lack of karma they've actually shown, the more I smile, especially in Philippine society. It just tells me we're doing something right. Thank goodness. Well, I didn't think that I would actually be coming back to reacting again, but basically, I'm actually looking at videos related to Vitaly Zadorovetsky, and I found this particular video because I was searching through a playlist, I was searching through relevant topics. But basically, here's the context, okay? Vitaly Zadorovetsky has always been the prankster. It always has been the prankster he was supposed to be, right? Here's the thing. Here's the definite thing that I also checked out. He has been busting predators, right? Apparently, this video that I'm going to watch is coming from a guy who, well, who has information that there are at least 3 people who's going to sue Vitaly, who's at least probably sued Vitaly for some reason. And this was a video 9 months ago. He's being sued by 3 people for faking his predator catches? That by itself means a lot. That actually means a lot. That means he has been faking his own content. That's how desperate Vitaly had become for actually doing that shit. So, this comes from Plantation Soup. I think I'll be subscribing to him, considering that, yeah, this is just one of the reasons why Vitaly is becoming disingenuous, and has become disingenuous up to the end. We're gonna see what this is about. Because holy shit, if this is true, oh my god, I am glad that Vitaly Zadorovetsky himself is becoming a real shitter, unfortunately.
So back when I was first making my Vitaly videos, more likely than not would I get hate comments, most of them being like, you're a weirdo for not wanting this predator arrested, and if...
Here's the thing, nuisance streamer, okay? Vitaly is a nuisance streamer, a nuisance content creator. It's proven now.
That's what you took away from my videos. You are the sole reason that pedophiles are still a rampant problem in today's society. Anyone who has graduated from the 1st grade can see that what Vitaly is doing isn't helping anyone other than himself. When you have to ask your chat if the cops should be called on a literal predator because you're afraid the stream might not be entertaining enough, that alone should tell you why he's doing this. Predator catching is big right now, and if you have a camera and don't understand the repercussions of physically assaulting someone,
Predator catching is a big thing. In IRL streaming. Predator catching is also a big thing when it comes to even going through messaging apps or applications at all. I mean, Roblox, for example, right? You've actually seen that. You've actually seen these things, right? In the content. I don't see all of it, but I know enough to understand what is real and what's not. IRL streaming predator catching, not to that extent yet, but yeah.
And you're already 90% of the way there. The other 10% lies within. None of you have it. But honestly, as of recently, Gideon is the only one doing this right. He has a clean setup, everything seems organized, and when the actual encounter happens, he makes his jokes and without question gets the predator arrested. He doesn't let them leave.
Gideon is a treasure and also doing that. Okay, he is not annoying. He is a jokester, but he's not annoying to the point that it actually talks his ass off. At least that's something. Unlike Mr. Vitaly Zadorovetsky himself. Come on.
House, so you have to go on a wild car chase in order to catch a guy who you were just in the same room with. He does everything by the book and does it well. Yes, I know there is an obese white guy catching predators also, but as I stated before, he is a racist predator himself. And while he is doing some good in the world, who he is as a person cancels that out for me.
Can you niggers quit being so sensitive about a f***ing word?
But believe it or not, this is the third time Vitaly is being sued for one of his predator catches. And for the third time in a row, it was because he lied to everyone about what was going on. In other words, he was faking everything because he has inadvertently trapped himself in this predator catching cycle. He hyped himself up so much that he literally has no choice but to outsource predators by getting random people to unknowingly play one. And if you're one of those diehard Vitaly fans who is going to try and justify this in any way, don't, because we're all just going to call you gay in the comments. I dare you, try it. But 5 months ago, and then again 1 month ago, and now currently, Vitaly is being sued because he decided that as long as you yell and scream that this guy's here to meet a 15-year-old and show papers of a chat that we never see, by the way, everything will play out fine and these guys who aren't predators will leave learning the lesson to never meet up with a minor again, which they weren't. And in each of these 3 lawsuits, the same thing is being said about Vitaly. He lied about the decoys saying they were 15 and basically treated these people like someone they're not, which is something no one wants. And the first 2 times, it wasn't any.
That is ugly. You do not want to be sued by people who are proving that they have no communications with minors. You do not want to be in that position and be called a gaslighter who is also being chronic at it. If you are called a chronic gaslighter, it is bad. You keep crying wolf, and eventually, no one is going to come to you. No one.
Significant, but this time it was the guy who wrote the movie Sweet Home Alabama starring Reese Witherspoon. Now, while some of you are too young to know what that movie is, just know that it was a banger of its time and grossed more than the SpongeBob and Hannah Montana movie combined. But anyways, they get this guy to come to the house and they have him talk with the decoy, and I'm not going to show you all of it, but if this was an actual predator they were catching, just like I said in my last videos, you do not, under any circumstances, let the decoy touch the predator or vice versa. Like, this dude almost takes off this
Oh my god.
guy's underwear. Imagine if this was a predator with
Bro.
and not some old dude who has to use a fucking cane to walk around.
Oh wow.
On stream. By who knows what. But after a few minutes of some very awkward roleplay, Vitaly sets off this popper with confetti, and everyone comes out. More people than there actually needs to be. Like, who are these people? Why the fuck is someone's grandma right there? Like, honestly, who the fuck is that? But Vitaly comes out and starts trying to get this guy to play along with whatever they got going on. And of course, what person would in this situation? So he starts putting on his clothes and getting ready to leave. And just look at how pathetic Vitaly is when it comes to actually interrogating this quote-unquote predator, or let alone just trying to get them to stay in the house.
Yeah, okay, so we have a game show we're on right now. It's 5 levels game show. Where you going?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving? The cops are outside. Oh, give me a shaver buzzer now. Yo, you're not leaving. You're gonna play a game. You get the cops are outside. You're gonna.
Jesus Christ.
No, you're gonna play a game show with us. Oh, do you want to play a game show with us? Huh? Here you go. Do it.
That's not funny. That's absolutely just not funny.
Hot chip. Yo, call the PD.
Yo.
You're not leaving. No, he's not leaving, bro. I'm gonna give him the stick. Give me his fucking stick. You're not fucking leaving, bro. You're not fucking leaving. You're not fucking leaving. You can leave, but you're not leaving. You can leave, but you're not leaving.
You're not leaving? I'm sorry. The messaging there is bad, Mr. Vitaly, you piece of shit. It is so bad, bro.
You're not leaving. Because you can go to jail right now, or you can do 5 levels of the game show. All we're gonna ask you to do is hot chip. What do you want to do?
It's easier this way.
You said I don't want to be on the show on how to get your predator. Well, guess fucking what? You are, and it's fucking demon time. I'm not letting my fucking child down. I don't give a fuck that you're disabled.
Oh my god, Vitaly. How so annoying and how so disingenuous can you be, bro? This is not, oh my god. This is absolutely inappropriate behavior even. If the guy was a predator, oh my god, bro. Dude!
You understand me, you fucking motherfucker? You're my time now. No one's gonna save me except me. You understand me? My name is Suck My Fucking Dick. That's what my name is. It's none of your fucking...
Wow. That is overreach of your right to get someone to admit that they are a predator. That's overreach, bro.
business. Yo.
Oh, wait.
Come on, sit down. Sit down.
Oh my god, bro. This is just one of the reasons why Vitaly just deserves to be in jail and he doesn't need to get out for a long time. Oh my god,
All I'm
bro.
gonna do is give you a haircut and get a hot chip, and you can free to go. You want that or not?
I'm leaving.
You're leaving? Don't touch me.
Give me my cane.
No, I'm not giving. Where's the cane so I can break it in half? Yo, yelling, bro. What are you doing, dude?
What is going on?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going? Sure, you want to leave?
Imagine not only letting this guy hobble out of your house, but also you open the fucking door for him to let him leave. And again, who is this?
That is just one of the reasons why people believe that every confrontation is so fucking fake, and that every allegation placed against these predators is also fake. So yeah, not a good sign at all for him. And considering he's in jail, that is just telling. Vitaly is in jail not for this, but for something so much lower. Bro, he's not even doing a catch a predator segment, and he's in jail for it, for just being a public nuisance. He deserves it.
But you guys see what went down. Vitaly let a cripple back his ass up to the door without letting him play his stupid little games. And just like all his other streams, he never shows us the chat. This would have been a perfect time to show us what this guy was sending. But instead, Vitaly tries to explain that he did the right thing and that I shit you not, he did his best.
Guys, he was smart. He's like, I'm gonna leave. I cannot physically grab him by the shoulders, be like, sit fucking down, and start shaving his head. No, that's torture, and that's an assault. So we have to play by the rules, guys. You need to respect that, bro. If you guys really care about me, citizenship. Somebody in the chat knows who he is, knows his fucking friend.
No. You don't just do that. You show proof, bro. You don't just listen to someone from the chat. You show absolute proof first before going up on his ass, bro. That is not how you catch a predator. You are not Chris Hansen, bro. I'm sorry. No, Vitaly. You are not Chris Hansen.
And you guys already mods. My Elon
Predators against children are not funny subjects. They are not funny subjects. They do not deserve to be celebrated. They also do not deserve to be humiliated. They humiliate themselves in front of the camera. You don't do that for them. The camera does it to them. You are not Chris Hansen, not even remotely. You are a prankster who's losing popularity on the internet just because you're doing random stuff that you think you could do, but in truth, you don't know what you're doing.
Because you already probably found his Facebook and Instagram.
Which we're not encouraging.
We're not encouraging. You already did it. We did our best. I did my best.
That was doing your best? You opened the door for him to leave and lied about the cops being outside to try to get him to stay, which he does for almost everyone he brings to the decoy house. And yeah, the ones who stay were probably there to meet up with a minor, but the ones who are ignoring what Vitaly is saying while slowly walking to the door don't even realize that they could sue Vitaly for what he just did and would rather just forget about what happened. And the fact that he justifies letting them go by saying to his chat that they already found out who this person is the dumbest shit anyone has ever said.
Yeah.
If this was a real predator, that would make sense. It doesn't make it for the fact that he let him go at all, though. But exposing who the predator is like a fraction of the whole thing, which shouldn't even be something he has to fall back on, because he has the number himself. He could go to the police and show them everything he has and get this person arrested.
Exactly.
And why work hard when you can spend an hour harassing old people and then spend 3 hours gambling on your phone? And you guys see how his stream is showing us.
This is how ugly it is. And then and just after the segment, you go gambling. How productive and humble is that? How productive and humble is that? It's not even humble. It's not even productive. You only do it for the views. Absolute waste of time.
What's on his phone as he's playing? This piece of shit is charging $1,000 a month for the ability to do that. Or you can just boss up and pay this guy $10,000 a year. Boss up, little bitch. Broke. I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for Vitaly to get permanently banned. Doesn't really seem like it though, because they let Fusi back, but hey, they banned Jack, so
I don't know about that. Okay, so as Kick states in Guideline 13 of his community guidelines, creators should be aware of the local laws regarding live streaming. Kick previously banned Jack Doherty for violating the guidelines on violence as well, so the platform seems to be strict. Here's the thing. Well, the actual removal of the actual Kick channel itself was done by the moderators. Either removal or they actually suspended their appearance, and then sometime later it'll actually be evident that when the streamer goes free, they'll get the entire channel back. Vitaly's moderators are doing this, removing the page. It's a modus operandi for nuisance streamers. They will remove the channel so you can't have evidence of what they've done. They're idiots because others are recording the streams. There are others who are recording the streams and then allow the reappearance of the channel when the streamer is free. There's a problem with that. There are others who are watching everything that he does. So even if the channel does come back, here's the thing. They do not remain in just the channel for long. And for Pete's sake, it's not around right now. It's not allowed to be around right now. Okay? And basically, I checked. Basically, this guy is right here. There is no video, not a single video around here. Basically, he's lost all his followers. Basically, lost all of it. But basically, it will read a 4. I think this will read a 404 at some point. It's just that it's not showing. Still, no activity. No activity. Even if he's unbanned at this time, no activity is going to get all of his followers back. No activity. Last updated April 10, 2025, he had 346,000 followers. Basically, his official one, Vitaly, for the streaming, that's gone. But the Vitaly Zadorvetsky TV one, that's still there. However, it's not being used for streaming. Basically, everything in relation to Vitaly Zadorvetsky, it's not funny. The vigilanteism and it's just bad. Everything that is being said to him is bad because it is deserved. Okay? Everything. Everything that has happened to him is deserved.
So there could be a light at the end of the tunnel. And also, I wasn't able to do that much suit search, meaning I wasn't able to find the actual lawsuit like I did in the previous 2 videos. But when more information comes out, best believe I will keep you guys updated. Almost forgot what I was about to say. Until tomorrow, peace.
I am going to subscribe to Plantation too, but this was 9 months ago, so I don't know exactly if anything has come about when it comes to his shit. Let me just tell you, he doesn't really just care about how many which ones are actually popular, but Plantation Soup, I'm glad that he's actually doing shit the way he likes to. He doesn't care which ones are more popular than the other, but anyway, yeah. Got the latest ones over here, and then which over the old ones, basically, yeah. Still, he's in my radar right now. So far, okay. I can actually get with his actual content. So, ladies and gentlemen, what have we learned? Basically, Vitaly is fucked. And I'm saying it, it's for real. He is fucked.